Welcome to the Cradle of Civilization, the land between rivers, Mesopotamia. Nestled in the heart of the Middle East, this ancient land, stretching across modern-day Iraq, Syria, and Turkey, is often referred to as the Fertile Crescent. Its fertile soils and favorable climate were perfect for the birth of early civilizations. The story of Mesopotamia is one of human resilience and ingenuity. As early as 10,000 years ago, the people of this region began to transition from hunting and gathering to cultivating crops and domesticating animals. This was no small feat. It required an understanding of seasons, weather patterns, and plant and animal life cycles. The birth of agriculture in Mesopotamia marked a significant turning point in human history, paving the way for more stable, settled societies. But the early Mesopotamians did not stop at agriculture. They also developed sophisticated systems of governance. Each city-state, from Uruk to Ur, was ruled by a king who was considered to be chosen by the gods. These early monarchies established laws, collected taxes, and organized labor. Indeed, the famous Code of Hammurabi, one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length in the world, was a reflection of the complex society that had developed in Mesopotamia. In addition, the Mesopotamians made significant advances in technology, from the invention of the wheel to the development of complex irrigation systems. They built impressive city walls, ziggurats, and other architectural marvels that still inspire awe today. The Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia was indeed a birthplace of human progress. Its rich history and profound contributions to human civilization continue to fascinate us. As we delve deeper into this ancient land, we will uncover more about the remarkable advancements and enduring legacy of the Mesopotamian civilization. So stay tuned as we journey further into the heart of Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. In the heart of Mesopotamia, humanity first learned to write. This monumental leap forward was made possible by the invention of the cuneiform script, a form of writing that utilized wedge-shaped marks inscribed on clay tablets. These ancient scribes told tales of kings and gods, wars and peace, using a system of symbols that evolved over time to represent sounds, ideas, and objects. The cuneiform script was more than just a means of communication. It was the cornerstone of civilization. It allowed the Mesopotamians to keep records, document laws, and conduct transactions, effectively enabling the creation of complex societies. And it was through these clay tablets that we've been able to peek into the past, to gain insights into the lives, beliefs, and practices of these ancient people. It was their voice, their testament to the world. The cuneiform script, a testament to the ingenuity of ancient Mesopotamians. Mesopotamia was not just about inventions and progress, but also about people, their beliefs, and their stories. Let's peel back the layers of time and explore the societal structure of this ancient civilization. Mesopotamian society was organized into city-states, each ruled by its own king. The social hierarchy was clearly defined, with the king and priests at the top, followed by the upper class, which included officials and warriors, and then the middle class, comprising merchants and artisans. At the bottom were the farmers and slaves, who made up the majority of the population. Despite the rigid social structure, there was a certain degree of social mobility, with individuals able to climb up the societal ladder through commerce or military service. Religion was deeply woven into the fabric of Mesopotamian society. They worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each governing a different aspect of life. Enlil, the god of wind, was considered the king of the gods, while Inanna, the goddess of love and war, was a popular deity, particularly among the common people. These gods and goddesses were not just distant entities, but part of everyday life. They were believed to reside in the monumental ziggurats, which served as both a place of worship and a demonstration of the city-state's power and wealth. The Mesopotamians also had a rich collection of myths and epic tales that offered insights into their worldview. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known pieces of literature, tells the story of a heroic king's quest for immortality. These tales served not just as entertainment, but as a means to pass down wisdom and moral lessons from one generation to the next. In essence, the society and myths of Mesopotamia provide a window into the hearts and minds of our ancestors. They reveal the hopes, fears, and aspirations of a people who, though separated from us by thousands of years, were not so different from us. They loved, they fought, they dreamed, and they strived to make sense of the world around them. And in doing so, they laid the foundations of civilization as we know it today. The ancient Mesopotamians were master builders and ingenious farmers. Picture this: a land where the desert meets two mighty rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. This was the world of the ancient Mesopotamians, an environment both challenging and rich with opportunities. Their survival depended on taming these rivers and their unpredictable floods. And so they invented one of the most transformative technologies in human history: irrigation. These early architects of agriculture didn't simply sow seeds and hope for the best. They devised complex networks of canals and dikes, directing the river waters to their fields when needed and away during floods. This allowed them to transform the arid desert into a green oasis of fertile farmlands, sparking an agricultural revolution that fed the growing cities of Mesopotamia. But the ingenuity of the Mesopotamians didn't stop at farming. They were also pioneers in architecture, crafting structures that would stand the test of time and serve as a testament to their innovative spirit. Imagine towering structures, rising from the flat landscape like man-made mountains. These were the ziggurats, stepped pyramids that served as religious centers, each level bringing the priests closer to the heavens. Constructed from mud bricks, a material readily available in the river valley, these monumental edifices showcased the Mesopotamians' architectural prowess and their deep spiritual beliefs. And let's not forget their urban planning. They designed cities with a keen understanding of functionality and aesthetics. Streets were laid out in a grid pattern, homes were built with courtyards for ventilation, and walls were erected for protection, reflecting a society that valued order, comfort, and security. From the fields to the cities, the technological advancements of the Mesopotamians weren't just about survival. They were a testament to their vision of a better world, their drive to innovate, and their capacity to transform their environment. These technological marvels marked a leap in human civilization. It was in Mesopotamia where humanity first learned to harness the power of the environment, to build grand structures, and to create complex societies. And it's here, in the cradle of civilization, where the roots of our modern world can be traced back to. Mesopotamia was where the world first learned to trade. This land, blessed by the twin rivers, was a fertile ground for not just crops, but ideas too. With surplus produce, Mesopotamians had the luxury to barter, giving birth to trade. Trade routes crisscrossed this civilization, reaching as far as the Indus Valley and ancient Egypt. These were not mere paths for exchange of goods, they were highways of ideas, bridging cultures, and fostering a global community. From the exchange of lapis lazuli to the sharing of mathematical concepts, these interactions enriched societies far and wide. Art, science, and literature flourished under this cultural exchange, creating a vibrant tapestry of shared knowledge and understanding. The impact of Mesopotamian trade on commerce and cultural exchanges can't be overstated. These routes were the arteries of the ancient world, pumping life into distant lands and civilizations. The Mesopotamian trade routes were the arteries of ancient civilization. All great civilizations have their sunset. As we delve into the twilight of Mesopotamia, we must remember that the fall of this grand civilization was not a sudden event, but a gradual decline. The challenges were manifold. Internal strife, political instability, and social upheaval began to fracture the once united city-states. Resource depletion and environmental changes also played a critical role. The once fertile land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers saw a decrease in agricultural productivity, leading to food shortages and economic instability. Finally, external threats became insurmountable. Invading armies from neighboring regions like the Elamites and Hittites, and later the Persians, brought about the final blow to the Mesopotamian civilization. Each city-state fell, one after the other, their grandeur lost to the sands of time. Yet, in their decline, they left behind an enduring legacy for future civilizations to build upon. The fall of Mesopotamia marked the end of an epoch. Though the civilizations fell, the legacy of Mesopotamia endures. This ancient land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers was the birthplace of many firsts in human history. It gifted us with the invention of the wheel, the development of agriculture, the concept of time divided into units of 60, and the earliest form of writing, cuneiform script. Yet, its influence extends far beyond these innovations. The societal structures, legal codes, and religious beliefs of Mesopotamia have seeped into cultures across the globe, shaping the way we live, think, and interact. Mesopotamia's intricate trade networks set the stage for international commerce, fostering cultural exchanges that continue to enrich our world. Even the tales of Mesopotamian myths and epics, filled with gods, heroes, and moral lessons, have found their way into the literature and storytelling traditions of countless cultures. The echoes of Mesopotamia continue to resonate in our world today,